Yo people, welcome back to another video, and it is the last games of the season, last game week slash last day, almost on Sunday. And finally, if you're a Chelsea fan, you know we are glad that the season is over. For some, you might be wondering why do we want it over? Well, some fans like, let's say, Newcastle or even a Brighton fan might be hoping, come on, let's just continue the season. Why stop? Um, but yeah, I got two people from one city, basically, from supporting one city's teams. First, it's returning guest in Sofia, yep,
Yo,
and then, of course, city fan Anthony.
Hi
How are
guys,
you, mate?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
okay.
So yeah, what a season it's been. I think we'll do just a quick recap. Um, Sophia, let's talk on your team. Just quick recap.
I mean, it's Ten Hag's first season. We brought in some new players. It's been a wild season because the whole Ronaldo thing also happened this season. It feels like ages ago, but here we are. And slapping by Liverpool also happened this season. Slapping by City happened this season. It's been a lot, but we were still able to bounce back and sitting third right now. Not that that's necessarily accomplishment because that's not the end goal, but we won a trophy, ended the trophy drought of like 6 years in another cup final. You know, trying to make sure that we don't let these guys, get the treble and whatnot. So yeah, it's been good, and the whole also ownership thing as well. A lot happening with Man United, but I'm excited. I'm excited. So that's kind of my season recap so far. Yeah.
Anthony, yours.
I mean, what can I say? Um, First of all, we brought in like Erling Haaland. He doesn't need an introduction.
My fellow
He does not
Norwegian.
need
Yep.
an introduction. But I will give him one because of the video. He's just like an incredible player, and I've never seen anyone play like him in my life. Like, oh my god, he scores like 36 goals. Sorry, I was going to say 35, 36 goals now. And then we go like the fact that we actually went 8 points behind Arsenal is kind of a bit baffling to me because City normally are a team that like to be top of the league, aren't they? And I don't know what to say. Being a City fan is a good. It's good. It is good. And the fact that we got to a Champions League final. It's been a year and 5 months since we've been in another Champions League final. It feels good. It feels really good. And beating United 6-3, you got to talk about it. Phil Foden and Haaland getting a hat trick. Amazing.
And then a reverse fixture, we won. So full circle moment.
I mean, you got lucky with that Anthony goal. But
We still won.
yeah, you still won. A victory's a victory, yeah?
Victory's a victory.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I mean, like, I could go on and on and on, but we haven't got that enough time, have we?
For me, I will just throw a few quick words out. Three managers, 12, um, 2 out of 17 games won.
Oh Lord.
Or is it 12? Yeah, I think that. Um,
May I make a
and
comment on
the
that
11
Chelsea
plays
game?
in January.
May I make a comment on Chelsea?
Go ahead.
I believe like Poch will not last long at Chelsea because Chelsea sack their managers, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And personally, if you cannot manage these three particular players, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, if you can't manage those players, then you can't manage a single player in this world. Come on, you gotta manage the egos in this game, haven't you? Like the biggest egos in the game, Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar. It shows how good you are as a manager if you are managing those players.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I get where you're coming from, but the thing is with us, we've got so many young players, it doesn't really matter.
I'm
Could
trying to go
he
on.
potentially elevate them?
I don't think it's going to go be like this won't be it. I think it's going to get us back into top four, and if we back into top four, we get a big manager like a
You
club
get
or
this
someone
manager,
like that.
but how long will this manager last at your club? They need to
Um,
back. They need to back some of these managers that they had. Like you had Thomas
I
Tuchel
get
and
you
you
coming
sacked
from
him.
that. Uh, that also is you look at part of what he did. Um, that is sackable. You can't say that isn't. And then Tuchel. The thing is the fallout of the board, toxic relationship. That will it last long? I'm hoping it lasts at least. I would give him a season or two, season and a half, depending on what it is. If he flops again, then of course they need to be.
Yeah, he needs a second.
We need to talk about it because there's no way you can go with playing Tuchel, sack Potter, sack Lampard, on not Lampard, sack release Bruno Sultan, release Lampard. That's four managers, and now five
I
in
think
two
Chelsea.
seasons.
I think
It can't
Chelsea
be.
need like a revamp of their squad though. Like some of these players are not working. Like if you think about it, their attack, like Felix, he's a bit shaky. He's a bit like kind of you
Yeah,
don't know what he's gonna do. Do you?
Always Felix, but I don't know.
He was good at
Give
Atletico. He was brilliant at Atletico Madrid. But
Mm-hmm.
when he comes to the Premier League, he needs to step up because the
Yeah, I
Premier League is
think
the
like
biggest.
no, I see your point. I see it. I think like he needs a proper number nine ahead of him. Like Chelsea, what we saw yesterday, they had a lot of chances against United, but they just can't seem to score goals. So
Yeah, completely
yeah,
agree.
it's not good. I was like, what the hell? What is this? I was mad. But
I think Chelsea are in United's position like a couple of years ago. Honestly, under
mm,
David Moyes, do you remember that?
yep. Oh, do I?
Yeah, yeah.
Come on now. I do.
Yeah.
Oh, we come a long way since then. Oof. Lord. You're on mute, Hanno.
yeah. While we're talking on Chelsea, um, I'll go into the comments now. Let's first talk about, of course, Chelsea versus Newcastle. While we are on the subject of Chelsea, got Bailey, Aston Villa fan, joining us as well. So yeah,
Pick up.
Chelsea versus
Hello.
Newcastle.
Pick up.
There you go.
Yeah, mate. Of course, Chelsea are at home. Does it make a
Hey,
difference?
you're getting
Don't.
slapped up. So sorry. Yeah, that's
I hope to see Chelsea back in the Champions League. I think like they are good for the Champions League, Chelsea.
Are they? Can we do for it without them? Maybe I wouldn't mind. You know, let Newcastle have a shout.
Yeah.
Why not? Let somebody
Yeah,
else do something.
Yeah.
giving new teams a shot is good. Like Leicester, I like seeing Leicester in the Champions League like a few seasons ago. That was good.
Yeah, when they went to the what was it, after they won the league, and then they went to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, right?
That was
That was like stuff like that. Like so I'm gonna be very intrigued when we see Newcastle. Like what can Newcastle do? Can they get out of the group stages?
I
How
think
far
that
can they
depends
go?
on
You know?
I think Newcastle. It just depends on like their transfer window. I think if they don't do anything in the transfer window, they're not getting past the round of 16. I think they get past their group stage, but not the round of 16.
Oh yeah. They do need to. I mean, so far they've been pretty smart with their signings. The transfers and whatnot. So if they keep doing that, maybe adding like a big role, maybe like getting a Madison and somebody even. I don't know. I think they could get to the next level, but with Chelsea, that's the interesting part. What can Poch do?
Yeah, what can
What
Poch
can
do?
Poch do? You gotta get rid of the dead wood first and
I
foremost.
mean,
They
what
gotta
I
go.
say about Poch, yeah, I don't take that back, but I do say did you see the Tottenham squad that he had? Like he took them to a Champions League final.
Yes.
Amazing
Yeah.
team.
And remember Dele Alli was like one of the best youngsters in the world at that point. So hey, he did
Yeah.
well with that, and they played good football as well. That Spurs side, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
In those times as well. Like remember when they were facing you guys? I remember that was a very good game. Like that
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
that was a not just because they beat you, but it was just if you're just a neutral watching football, that was an entertaining game.
Oh yeah.
Two teams up for it in that what was it, quarterfinal, semifinal? Yeah.
So well, let's move on to score predictions.
Yeah. Like I said, for me, this game, I think most just fans are just happy the season is going to end. Sunday, Newcastle have
Yeah.
not beaten us at the bridge since 2012. So we do have a good record against them at bridge. But this is the season. This is not the previous seasons where we've done good. So I'm expecting a Newcastle win. They might be on the beach, but I'm expecting them to push for third place. Because they can get third place, I think they will be happy. Really. So I'm going to say 2-0 to Newcastle. Bailey, your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I think Chelsea have been shocking this season. Newcastle have been on fire, so I think Newcastle will win 3-0.
3-0 Newcastle, fair enough. Sophia?
5-0 Newcastle.
5-0.
Yeah.
5-0.
They will slap you up.
That is brutal.
Uh, they, whoa. So sorry, but it's harsh reality.
But one thing I'm glad about is that you guys slapped us up. Because City didn't want to do it.
Oh yeah.
It's a painful fall,
Yeah,
but
so City
the-
didn't want to. We were like, hey, we'll take one for the team.
but
And we
that
hardly ever
we
score
needed that. We
You
needed
many
never
goals.
take one for the team when you're
that's been
facing Manchester City. You don't
was
take one for the team.
it
It's
was a
called
good,
you
but
You got beat. Take it. Honestly.
but
5-0. That's definitely
5-0.
what I see. for sure.
I just don't want to rule out a Chelsea goal because I know what Chelsea can be capable of if they put their mind to it. So I will say 2-1. 2-1 Newcastle because Newcastle will get the win.
Okay.
Fair enough. Jordan, there is the link for you. Now let's get into some comments. Ryan, be up yourself. Jordan, be up yourself, just fan. Um, saying yes, Chelsea will end on Sunday. All the time. Yeah. Be up there, be up yourself, mate. Mate. Of course, that's you, Sophia. Yeah. Be up Jordan, like I said, and yeah, that's most of the comments. Also getting your score predictions. Next game, let's go to title pretenders Arsenal taking on Wolves. Well, this one, Arsenal are going to be parading their new kit as usual.
Yeah.
And of course, Wolves don't really have anything to play for if you look at the table. Where Wolves, they can
Do you hear
go.
that as well? I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you hear that as well? Just like some sort of feedback. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that.
Sorry to interrupt, but I just want to point it
Let's check. Anthony, I'm just going to mute him. Maybe it's you. Let me just check. Let's check. I, I think that's that. See. Let's see if it's gonna. Yeah. I got Jordan. Yeah, be up yourself, Jordan.
Oh,
So yeah. Also,
hey guys.
like,
Hello.
Hello.
um, see, like I said, Arsenal will be parading the new kit. Wolves, if they win, they and Chelsea lose, which is high, very likely. Wolves can finish above Chelsea, and Chelsea can finish 13th. Of course, if Wolves beat Arsenal, which is very unlikely. Um, so yeah. Um, for my score prediction, I'm going to go with um, 2-1 to us. I think it will be a tight one. Yeah,
Do you want to Arsenal?
yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal. Jordan, quickly give us your Chelsea Newcastle prediction and then this one.
Chelsea. I think I'm going for a draw for Chelsea game. 2-2 for Chelsea game. Well, Arsenal, I'm going for 3-0 win for Arsenal.
3-0 also fair enough. Sophia?
2-1 Wolves.
Fair enough, fair enough. I can see that. Let's go, Bailey.
Yeah, 2-1 Wolves as well. I think they'll win.
2-1 Wolves as well. And then, of course, Anthony.
I'm going to go 2-0 Wolves because, I feel like Arsenal haven't got like the mentality anymore. Like
Exactly.
they dropped the bottle, didn't they? Like at the end of the season. And I just think like those players are not gonna have the mentality because they, like losing a title, like it's gonna take it out on them. So yeah, 2-0, 2-0 Wolves.
Sorry. Fair enough. 2-0 Wolves. Bailey, your team, Aston Villa. A win secures you top 7 Conference League. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm nervous how it's going to. We just want to get that Conference League over and done with. Brighton, we already know they're a strong team. They got a top 6 now, so they ain't fighting for anything. But I think they will want to go to Villa Park and try and pick up a point to end their season really strong. But I don't think that will happen. I think we come out. I think we has been a class manager, of course. I'm gonna 3-2 Villa. I can see goals, but yeah, I think 3-2 Villa, and we will get that Conference League.
3-2 Villa. Well, fair enough. Yep, Truguna says 3-0 Arsenal. Just Van said 4-0 Arsenal. And then Just Van says 1-1. Jordan, I would send you the link, but it's I think it's full. I can only have up to 5 guests, so fortunately I can't. Mate, but we'll get you on a future show, definitely. Yeah. For me, this game, Aston Villa, memory ball against Zerbi. The Aston Villa, if they win, they do the double over Brighton, which is fair play. Fair play. Brighton, Drove City. I'm just because of the occasion. I'm going to back Aston Villa 2-1. Let's go to Anthony, if you dare.
Well, Brighton looked strong against City, didn't they? Of course. Did you see the Cisco goal? What was his name? Yeah, I just think like their manager has just got that in him, hasn't he? And they're preparing for Europe, so I think they're gonna try and do as much as they can in the league still, though. So, and both teams are preparing for Europe. So, I'd say 2-2 because it's gonna be a very close game.
2-2.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Let's go to Sophia.
2-2 as well. I think it can be interesting. Even though Brighton, they got, what was it? Europe football, the first time of their in their history and whatnot, as they're in the Europa League.
Yeah,
But it could be interesting. 2-2. Yeah, I'll say that.
2-2. And then Jordan, a prediction for this one.
2-0 Brighton.
Final Brighton.
Alexis. 2-0 Alexis.
Okay, so you've gone 2-0. Fair enough. Okay, so for me, Aston Villa got conference. For Bailey, they got rest of you three. We will wait and for your Spurs predictions to see. Yeah, think on that. Next game we'll go to Anthony. Your Brighton vs Manchester City preview or prediction, sorry.
you see, Man City, right? They've got one eye on the Champions League. They've got one eye on the FA Cup. So I just think that like in their last game against Brighton, they kind of took the eye off the ball. You know what I mean? And I understand playing youngsters freshen freshen up like your big players for your big matches, but you need to show that you are champions. Even after you are champions, you need to show why you are champions. But I think that Pep's going to play the youngsters. I think he's going to play Lewis. He's going to play Palmer. He's also going to give like Phillips, Ortega, those top players like a shot at like getting game time. So I'm saying it's going to be 2-1 Manchester City still, though. I think City will still get a win, but it's going to be a very slow game, and it's not going to be like a very dominant City win. That's my views on the match.
Fair enough. One thing I'm seeing, if I look at a table, Brentford, if Villa draw or lose, and Tottenham draw or lose, Brighton win, they can still get Conference League on the final day.
I'm
So
still saying 2-1, but I think that Brentford have more to play for than City. City are focused on the FA Cup and the Champions League now, I think. And of course they are, but and then Brentford, potential European spot, potentially, maybe.
Yeah. So
is it possible? It wasn't possible, Brentford.
Yeah, it is. They're on 56 points. Villa are on 58. They got 11 goal difference. So they have that's 7 plus goal difference on Villa and on Tottenham. So if results go Brentford's way, they can qualify for Conference League on 59 points.
Being a City fan, though, I don't like to say this, but I would not be surprised if Brentford upset City at their stadium. I really will not be surprised, because if you have more to play for, you're going to have a better mentality than the other team, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just checking in home games. Brentford have only lost 2 home games this entire season, but those were against Newcastle and Arsenal, so the 2 teams below you guys. So yeah, home games. Unless I'm missing a game. Let's go to Bailey. You, like I said, Brentford, they win and your game doesn't go the way you want to.
Yeah.
What do you make of this one?
I'm gonna 2-1 Man City. I think they'll just win it.
Just fair enough. Let's go to Jordan.
2-0 Man City.
2-0, keeping a clean sheet. You know what? I'm gonna go 1-0 Brentford. I'm going to stick my neck out here. Go 1-0 Brentford.
I don't blame you, my friend. I do not blame you.
Yeah. Sophia?
1-1.
1-1. Yeah, I can see that. So yeah. Next game is Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. Let's go. Who should we start? Let's start with Jordan. Your thoughts on this one? Palace.
Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. I'm gonna say 2-0 to Palace.
2-0 to Palace. Yeah. If Forest won this game, they can't go. No, they can just overtake Bournemouth. They won't overtake West Ham, but they would have reached 40 points. You could say it's a big thing for one of the new teams to that come up. But yeah, this one, if I were to take it, um, Palace home games, first time they play against each other, Palace got a good home record. Going to want to end it off in a high. Forest have only won once away from home. So I'm going to go with 2-0 to Forest. To Palace, sorry. Palace, not Forest. Let's go in mini mo. Sophia.
I mean, both teams are kind of safe, obviously, from relegation and whatnot, but uh, I want to say, yeah, 2-1 Crystal Palace.
2-1 Palace, fair
Yeah.
enough. Any mini mo. Let's go Bailey.
I'm gonna 2-1 Palace.
2-1 Palace, fair enough. Then Anthony.
Let's say. I think Palace have the players, like you got Elise, you got Zaha, like yeah, you got the players. 2-0, 2-0 Palace.
2-1 Palace, same as me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Next game, of course, this is one of these relegation matches. Everton against Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth are safe. They have been on holiday these past two games. They lost to United, lost to Palace, lost to Chelsea. Now for Everton, all they need to do is draw this game. They can do a stinky 0-0 and they would be fine. You can do a 1-1 and they fine. As long oh no, I take that back. They need to win. What was I just? Oh yeah. If Leicester win and Everton draw, then Leicester go above them. But they can hold out for draw or 1-1. That's what they're going to do. For this one, Bournemouth is on the beach. If I look at history, um, except last time they played at Goodison Park, Bournemouth did beat them 3-1 that time, but after that it's been all Everton really. They usually dominate this fixture. Um, Bournemouth could be on to do the double over Everton, but I'm going to stick with Everton. I'm going to say a 2-1. They want both teams should score in this fixture. Eeny, miny, mo. Jordan. Jordan, you there?
Um, Everton, Bournemouth. Uh, yes, Bournemouth survived, so I'm gonna say 2-0 to Bournemouth.
2-0 to Bournemouth. Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow.
I mean, okay.
It is Everton. um. So yeah. Um. hmm. Let's go to you, Sophia.
Um,
And
I
must
think
win.
Everton is going to do. It's going to be. Wasn't it last year as well? They did the same thing to keep themselves up. Was that Lampard? Lampard. Who was it?
What's it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and they were like everybody ran to the pitch. Everton 1-0. I believe Everton will still stay up. 1-0 Everton.
1-0 Everton.
They'll stay up.
Fair enough. Anthony?
Yeah, Everton are a Premier League team, aren't they? They'll stay up.
Yeah.
They'll stay up because they've got Big Sean Dyche, haven't they? Like he kept Burnley up for God knows how long.
Long time.
A long time. Okay, and he nearly got Burnley to Europe. Wait, did he get Burnley into Europe?
I believe he did. He did.
He got Burnley into Europe, European football. Like that's incredible. If you think
Come on now.
Brighton are getting European football, you would never think in your life that Burnley would get there.
Exactly.
He keeps them up, okay? He keeps them up. I will say it's got to be 3-0. 3-0 Everton.
Oh. Well, the reverse fixture was 3-0 Bournemouth, so could say another 3-0.
3-0. He's going to go all out. He's going to get that mentality into the team, isn't he? He's going to tell them that what they're playing for.
Yeah. Leeds United, Tottenham. Tottenham, if they win and results go their way, they can
get Conference League.
Would they be happy, the fans? That's one question. I don't want with your score prediction. Will the fans be happy with conference? And then your score prediction. So let's go, Sophia.
I don't think I've been seeing some streams by like Spurs fans, and I think probably I don't know. I don't know if they wouldn't be happy with the Conference League. Like they already know that their season has been horrible. They had like a good start and whatnot, but then they've just been just playing fossil football by Conte for a long time, and then the whole manager situation being rejected week in and week out at this point is beyond embarrassment. So I'm thinking probably not going to be Conference League. I think Leeds probably would win because Leeds technically they could be relegated. So this is a game that Leeds need to win as well, I believe. So
if Leeds win and the other results go their way, they make it safe, but they are relying on Leicester and Everton to lose.
That. So. I would say, I'll say Leeds will win. Actually, I'm gonna say 2-1. I'll say 2-1, and Kane scores. Future United player. Knock on wood.
2-1 Leeds. Fair enough. Let's go, Jordan.
Leeds Spurs. I'm gonna say 2-0. Kane and Son.
Fair enough. Leeds, they can't defend the set piece to save their lives. They usually draw at home. Usually. So I think this game is going to be a 2-2 draw for me. And then no, I take that back. These are team central. It's usually high scoring. Let's go 3-1. 3-1 Leeds. Why not? It's last game of the season. Nothing can happen. I'm going to go the opposite of you. So yeah. Just fun. Of course, Anthony, last one to go.
Let's just say there's going to be a party in Yorkshire. Okay? I think that Somerville will play. He plays in big matches, doesn't he? He's a good player. I think it'll be a tough match. I think it'll be 2-1, and maybe you get a Somerville last-minute goal again. Maybe.
So, Sophia, you went for Villa draw. Tottenham loss and a Brentford draw. So
I think so.
one sec. Yeah. So you think Villa will sneak it by a point then?
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah, this one's still sneaky. Or by 2 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do Brentford go above Villa if they
Yeah, if
win?
Brentford win, they go above Villa, basically.
Okay.
If Villa
They go
draw
above them
or
in goal
lose,
difference though.
Bournemouth got a better goal difference than Villa and Tottenham. So that's a catch.
I just think that Tottenham have collapsed this season. So yeah, Leeds are gonna win.
Yeah. They gotta take their opportunity. Leeds, go ahead.
Yeah. Little relegation one again. Leicester, West Ham, Leicester. If Leicester win, and Everton don't win, then Leicester stay up.
Who was better on goal difference though?
Yeah, Leicester got better goal difference than Everton.
Okay.
So I'm not going to go first on this one. Sophia, you look like you know what you're going to say.
I mean, West Ham has been picking up form lately and whatnot. You know, they in the final of the Conference League. I would have assumed that they were going to be resting, but then again, like the final is not next week because that's going to be the Europa League final, so it's going to be like in 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks. So they could still be able to have some of the heavy hitters. But then again, they are safe. They don't have to go all in. I just feel like with Leicester, I think they'll go down. I'll probably say West Ham gonna win. I want to say 2-0 to West Ham. Although it'll be unfortunate to see Leicester go down because it's been quite entertaining seeing the whole story over the last few years and whatnot, the last decade. But I think the rodeo is coming to an end now, Leicester. Sorry, Foxes. So sorry.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I'm going to stick with a 1-1 draw. Maybe a 2-2, but 1-1. I think 1-1 suits
Okay.
it. Yeah. So, Jordan.
Leicester against West Ham relegation battle. I'm gonna say West Ham to win this game 2-0 on the King Power Stadium. Stop James Maddison.
Yeah, fair enough. And Anthony.
Think about it. If West Ham win the Conference League, they automatically get into Europe in the Europa League.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're in form. They're in form at the moment. I like David Moyes as a manager. He's just amazing, right? Ever since he left United, he got better. I'm sorry, Sophia, but he did. But I
agree. Hey, he's
but
West Ham. He's been doing his thing. Come on now, just semi-final of the Europa League last season, final now. He's done
I
good.
think being in the Conference League, right, will motivate them to stay up. Right, I think if that makes sense. Like,
I believe West Ham is already safe. Aren't West Ham safe?
Yeah, West Ham are
They're
safe.
safe.
West
They're
Ham are
good.
safe. Okay. But they want to qualify
They
for
would want
Europe
the
next
momentum
season.
from this game. I think they would want to end it. Like obviously the season has been poor. Like Prem season has been poor, right? But they
They're
will want to
focusing on. I think to build up momentum going into their Conference League final, right? They've got to win, right? And they're gonna win.
Agreed.
Right?
I agree.
Automatic qualification into the Europa League. They're going to win that too. They're going to win the Conference League, I believe. I think 2-0. 2-0 West Ham.
To West Ham, so none of us backing the Foxes to get
So sorry,
a
Foxes,
win.
but I'll be excited to see if somebody can snap up some of the players. Madison
Jamie
too. Why not?
Vardy
Newcastle,
is
Newcastle United.
We'll see.
Jamie Vardy is the king of EFL, isn't he? He is the king of EFL football. He was amazing in the Championship. He's played in non-league.
Ooh.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
My
that is what Sophia was saying. The final is only in about 2 weeks' time, so
I
not
think
next week they will be resting regardless. Next week they'll have at least a week.
Yeah.
But
that is very
But
true. So
next game, Manchester United take on Fulham. Sophia,
Jesus,
take this.
we probably will be resting a lot of players, I think, as well, or at least I hope, because we got a big game against these guys, in a week from now. So
I think you should rest players against City.
yeah, I hope that we. I would say like some players probably would like. I wouldn't mind necessarily seeing like Sancho was kind of moved to the right since Anthony got injured yesterday, so I wouldn't mind still having Sancho get a little bit more of a momentum in that game, so he can probably play. But a lot of other guys, I'm thinking, bring the kids. Let Kobe Mano, he got
bring
young player of the Garnacho, go ahead. You do your thing. But I
Maybe
do need
even
him
bring
for that
on
match to start, though.
Elanga.
Ooh. You know what? That this game, even though it would still be nice to win, though. It would be nice. But
I think you play.
let people play.
You play with the youngsters though, because you're playing potentially for a double Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
A week on Sunday.
I hope we put Maguire, that hasn't been playing that much this season. Let him play. Let him start.
Ooh,
Just go.
I would never trust Harry Maguire in any team in Europe.
Oh, I mean,
Harry Maguire, such a bad
for
player.
some team, he does work, just not for us. Just not for us. That's what it is. But I say all this to say, Mitrovic will come back. He would want revenge. Freaking hell, he got. You remember he had that 8 month, not 8 month, but 8 game match ban after the whole, pushing the ref and being too physical and whatnot.
Wait,
I was like, okay.
Can Mitrovic play? Because didn't he get suspended for gambling?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he
Wait,
can.
who got suspended for what?
He got suspended for something to do with gambling with Ivan
Mitrovic.
Toney. Yeah, Ivan Toney and Mitrovic.
Tony, you talk about Tony.
But that was Tony. That was Mitrovic. I never heard Mitrovic got suspended for.
That is Ivan Toney from Brentford.
Ivan Toney got suspended, but Mitrovic would. He's back. I did hear that he would be available for the game, but I still think that we can do it. I'll say 1-0 Man United. 1-0.
You got to take into account Chelsea game and all. You smashed them 4-0, was it?
4-1.
It was 4-1.
4-1. Yeah, 4-1.
Respect.
But let's, the scoreline doesn't really tell the overall, the story, because they had a lot of chances that messed well. First half, we was quite poor. I would say after that second goal, they just, they were not in it, and it was smooth sailing from then, at least for us. But I don't feel like it was not like necessarily 4-1 smashing, because they were, we should have scored more goals. You probably could have been more like a 7-4, 7-3. It could have been,
What is this, cricket?
I'm not even sure. It could have been a 7-3. So they would have scored some goals. We would have scored a lot of goals,
Yeah.
But 1-0 me.
1-0. I'm going to say 2-0.
Okay.
No,
To who?
no,
To who?
no. I'm going. Let's agree with you. Let's agree 1-0.
Okay.
2-0. I was thinking, but resting players. So, Jordan.
Manu, Fulham. Oh, we know Bobby Reed very well, so sorry Bobby Reed, but 2-0 to Man United.
2-0 United. Fair enough. Anthony.
3-1. 3-1 United. I think Mitrovic
3-1
will
United.
get some payback. Honestly, he is such a good player.
Mitrovic, that man
I even
is a
considered
barbarian.
I thought about Mitrovic joining City once. When he was in the Championship, I looked at him and I thought maybe he could join City.
Yeah, he was ripping it up in the championships. I get it.
Yeah, like 50
Also,
goals.
I think he messed up. Like, imagine what if Fulham could have gotten Europe? They could have gotten European football. If he just would have gotten himself banned, then maybe.
Yeah.
After the FA Cup quarterfinal that we played against them. But hey,
Oh yeah.
because we were like 7th at that time, I think they were. But it is what it is. They still done well though. Come on, a lot of people thought they were going to get relegated, so they're definitely safe mid-table.
I definitely had Fulham in my predictions for relegation.
I think I had them maybe to stay up just about. I think.
No, I had them relegated. There's one guy I had on by the name of Chris Mossing. If you know him, you know him. He said Fulham would get 13th. So,
Okay. Interesting.
Jesus, I'm spinning more. Jesus, yes.
Have everybody given
go
their
on,
prediction
go
or?
on, Jordan.
Yeah, Southampton, Liverpool. Liverpool. It's done, bro. The race is done for top four. We're going to Europa League. Salah
Oh,
is upset, bro.
oh.
That's why his message. That's why his message. He's so upset. I cannot say. Oh my God, he's 2-0 to Liverpool. But look, bye bye Champions League, but Europa League, man.
Hold that. So what is your prediction, Jordan?
2-0 Liverpool on we're in Europa League, but well, we have Cody. I hope we do well, but that's not what we're looking forward to. But Man, you beat us. Well, congrats, Sophia, and your team beating us for that position. But
Thank you.
we will be back. Waiting for Alexis McAllister to be confirmed. And then,
We'll see. We'll see.
I believe Liverpool will be back. Honestly,
I don't, but yeah.
Jurgen Klopp. One word, Jurgen Klopp.
Yep. One word. Jurgen
Such
Klopp.
a good player.
He is. But
Manager, sorry.
manager, yeah. Mark my words. You heard it today. May 26th. Liverpool. They will not
But
be
then
back.
you have like Salah. They had one bad season. So did United. So did Chelsea. What's to say that they can't get back into Europe?
Owners.
Like Champions League.
Owners.
The Glazers and all. I mean, what was stopping United from getting? I mean, the Glazers didn't stop United from getting Champions League football, did they?
Sometimes here and there, but not just. But if we're saying back in the they were literally on to do the greatest thing an English team could do, the quad last season.
Guadeloupe.
Right. They were
Good work.
this close to do it. They just lost about. They didn't. Hey, fair shed. You tried your best, but there's no medal to trying your best. It is what it is. And now they completely dropped off. I'm not saying necessarily, they won't be getting top four and whatnot, but I just shouldn't the expectation to be more so, let's actually try to win the Prem again?
No,
No?
they're not gonna get top two. Not gonna get top three. They're gonna get fourth. It's gonna be
And then
fourth.
I'm thinking like, maybe they should try a new project that's outside of club. Try something new.
Well, true.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sure.
You can't be
Sure.
doing quad last season to then be like, yeah, but we can't win a trophy next. Okay, this was show us that
Chelsea
this
went on.
season was just an,
Chelsea went on a run, though, didn't they? After 2012, when they won the Champions League, they didn't win a trophy for a long time since then.
Yeah. But I still would say, if you there's expectations. If you want to be, that's all I'm gonna say. But
yeah, I understand your point of view too. Don't worry.
But yeah. Jordan, what was your score prediction?
2-0, Hazan. We're in Europa League.
Fair enough. I'm going to say 2-1 Liverpool. Southampton already relegated. Probably want to just end the season on a better vibe. Liverpool already. So yeah. Let's go, Anthony.
I think Southampton they know that they've been relegated, right? And I think they just dealt with it. And Liverpool would have been shocking, honestly. So I will say 2-1 Liverpool.
No way, man. Concede.
I think James Ward-Prowse maybe will score a free kick. Come on. You can't stop the James Ward-Prowse, can you?
Papa, I thought your best to stop him. Oh my yes. That free kick.
Yeah. So
1-0 Southampton.
go on, Saints.
1-0
Go
Southampton.
on.
I know you don't like Liverpool, but come
No,
on.
but people, they just missed out of the Champions League. They can't be hurt.
Southampton got relegated.
I know, but they would want to at least leave the Prem with a bang. If we're going down, we're taking you with us. Not literally, but we're taking you down with us in the gutter. To end the.
That's true.
I'm not saying this just because I don't like Liverpool. I'm just saying
I think
they missed out.
I personally think the only way that Liverpool concede is through a James Ward-Prowse free kick. So it's 2-0 or it's 2-1.
I still think it's going to be 1-0. Because Liverpool's away record hasn't really been, not a lot of people talk about it. Their away record hasn't really been that good this season. Like, we know ours has been shit, but theirs has not been good as well. So
has anyone considered James Ward-Prowse? If he gets a free kick anywhere outside that box,
I'm telling you, do not give away fouls. Don't do it.
Liverpool can be a bit dirty when it comes
Yes.
to tackling.
And that's
Look at
when
Trent.
you have
Trent Alexander-Arnold. He is a bit of a dirty player.
He need help.
And Andy Robertson too.
He's going to Real Madrid.
Who's going to Real Madrid?
Real Madrid want him.
Who?
Real Madrid.
But who want him? I mean, but who does Real Madrid want?
Yeah, Andy Robertson.
Really?
Andy Robertson. Yeah.
They wanted they need a new left back, so they have
that's what they wanted.
Davies and Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
I
think
just
I
heard that they've been linked
mean.
to Harry Kane as well today. I was like, well, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see.
If this turns out to be right, just know, Sophia, you're going viral on TikTok. Just know. On our prediction, Southampton 1-0. Oh,
Ah!
right.
Just remember, I told y'all. Just
Ah!
remember,
No.
May
Uh,
26th, the clock is past 8 here in Norway. Just remember, I told you 1-0 Southampton.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Goal
days.
by James Ward-Prowse or Shea Adams. One or the other. Man, no. You know what?
Not James.
No.
Not
It's
James
actually going to be a
Ward-Prowse.
goal by. It's going to be a goal by my fellow Norwegian, Mohamed El-Nussi. He's going to score.
Ah!
Mohamed El-Nussi.
No.
But that's going to be by a set piece. It's going to be basically James Ward-Prowse setting it up, and then El-Nussi heading it in.
That remind me of when he did it with Danny Ings, and Danny Ings scored against
I
us.
should have had like a
I don't
magic goal.
know this.
So yeah, I think Anthony needed to go, but yeah, that we basically done now. What do you guys think about Qatar buying United? For me, I
They're
think the
getting
Glazers
Neymar.
are staying. Can't lie. I think the
Huh?
Glazers are staying. I
What?
think the
Neymar.
Glazers are.
Neymar.
That's all I'm gonna say.
James Bond fan. Yeah. So,
Hello.
so yeah, Sophia, what do you think about Qatar?
About Qatar, what I think. Bring me the money. Show me the money and bring me the money. That's all I'm gonna
And
say.
bring in the players. And bring in the players.
Sorry, guys. My phone overheated.
No
No
worries, no
worries.
worries. We're about to end.
It's so hot.
Your thoughts on Qatar buying United?
You asking me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I think the world of football is always is gonna be dominated by money. You know what I mean? And and if Qatar, it'd be good for the club. Maybe get a new stadium. That stadium's falling apart. It's not good. And their training facility is one of the best in the country, but they can improve. They can always improve. Yeah, and you can help bring through better youngsters than they have been doing over the years. Like they've got Garnacho, but not to boast, but he is no Phil Foden.
Yeah, agree.
Like
We're
he's
It's
definitely
no,
not.
overrated.
he's
He's
not Phil
not Phil
Foden.
Foden, but he's Ganacho. That's who he is.
Yeah, he's
Phil Foden's
Garnacho.
Phil
I
Foden.
I I,
And
I
Ganacho's
understand.
Ganacho.
Okay.
And I rate Phil Foden, by the way. Just making it clear. I rate
He's
him.
not Phil Foden, right? But they need to
It's not
develop players who are on Phil Foden's level. You know what I mean?
I see
They've
what
got
you mean.
Garnacho. He has potential, right? He
Oh,
has
100%.
potential, but he's been showing potential, right? But Phil Foden is like he's been an essential part of this team that's won the league.
Okay.
Right.
But what is
Yeah.
Phil Foden's position?
He's a winger, isn't he? Yeah, he's a left winger.
I feel like he's being played sometimes
Phil
everywhere.
Foden.
Okay.
Yeah, Garnacho's a
very
winger, isn't he?
attentive.
Yes, he is.
Yes. I am not saying anything bad about Garnacho. He is a world class.
Oh, no, I'm not. Hey, I get it.
I just think bring through world class level talent for your youth academy.
I agree. We need to utilize the youth academy for sure. 100%. You spot on.
What is it now? Yeah, and it'll be good for the club, but you will always have critics judging you if you get bought out by the Qatari. Yeah, like City have been over the years been called an oil club. But you get used to it. You get used to people judging you.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's my point.
James says he thinks Qatar needs to buy them a new stadium. Fair enough. I agree.
think-
Like I said, I think this whole saga is dragging out a bit too long. I don't think they're going to sell. At the end of the day, I think they're just going to be. We'll stay another year.
No.
Come back when it's
Hello?
true.
Hello? No.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. No. I refuse.
So yeah.
I rebuke that.
That's the and James said 2-1 Bournemouth. Their game. Yeah, of course, Chelsea women can't beat United women if they win and United women
Imagine
think
if
lose or draw, then we win.
Chelsea women are one like the best team, aren't they? At the moment.
look for Man
Yeah.
United.
Yeah, we're better than United.
There you go.
But we've been here. The women's team have been here 5 years. Man United
I
women's
don't
team.
watch much women's football, but yeah,
I've started to get a little bit more into it now. But the women's team, or at least Man United, has just been here for 5 years. So, and they,
True.
Have they got anyone playing for the Euros? England at the moment.
Yeah, I think you got a few. I think
Man
Leah
United?
got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Izzy Russo is there.
Bye, James.
Oh, bye bye.
Yeah. I think. There's need Qatar. Nah, I don't think that's need.
Hey.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Seriously,
Yeah, we do.
just fan be up.
Wait, what was that?
So yeah, that's the end of this. I'll let's all 12. Jordan, where can people find you?
I can find me on Jedi LFC. I'll be doing match reaction on Sunday for the last day of the Premier League and also Champions League next month, the grand final between Man City and Inter. So, Frossa Inter. I'm looking forward to Lautaro Martinez against Haaland.
Of course.
Forza
We
Inter.
were always gonna go against City. Come on.
Inter is actually my second team, so for me it is Forza Inter.
Yes.
For me, I don't want you guys to have a Champions League goals. Then you guys are basically untouchable in arguing because we can't say anything against you guys. Especially if you get a trouble too, like then we can't say anything. Like to Rats fans, we can say, "Oh, you haven't won a trophy in like 20 years. You've won one trophy in 5 years," stuff like that. So to Liverpool fans, one Premier League in what 30 years. So we can say something
Hey,
like
don't
that.
forget the Champions League. Don't forget the Champions League.
Yeah, we have 6. Thank. Oh my.
6. But I'm
We'll
not
be
going
back.
to argue.
I might not be a biggest fan of Liverpool, but
Huh?
I can respect. I can respect Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm not.
I can respect how big of a club they are. They are.
Big club, but they're not the best.
They're not the best now, but they will get better. I believe.
Yeah.
Like I said before.
But of course, Anthony, it was your first time on the channel. Where can we find you?
Yeah.
Hi
guys.
Just tell people where they can follow you on Insta, Twitter.
You can follow me at MCFC __ 1894 _.
Yeah. So go follow him. Makes
And
really good content on there.
come on, City.
Only in the FA.
No,
Only in the
Come
FA
on,
Cup.
City. Come on, City.
no.
Forza Inter. Come on,
Forza
City.
Inter
Yeah.
and Glory Man United. Simple. Simple.
Glory, Man United. When was the last time you said that? No.
We said it, the Carabao
Sophia.
Cup, we said it. We'll say it when we make sure you don't win the FA Cup. So, yeah. Okay, so thanks for having me, Hano. I appreciate it. It was nice to chop it up with you guys. And so yeah, you guys can find me on Sophia's Football Talk on YouTube. We're on the road to 2K subs. Hopefully to make that happen maybe before the summer holiday and whatnot. That would be great. So I make not just Man United content, but also a lot of other content as well. Like we've done Inter content, and we're gonna be doing the Dortmund versus Mainz watch along, as potentially Dortmund could win the Bundesliga. So we're gonna be doing
Come on,
stuff like
Dortmund,
that.
didn't it?
Come on, Dortmund. Yes, yes, yes. Match previews, watch alongs.
Borussia!
Yeah. So
Jude!
in about 45 minutes, I'm going to be doing a match preview on my channel with another Chelsea supporter, JPT from At a Time Podcast, to preview all the games, the last Prem games of the season and whatnot. So that'll be good. So yeah, Sophia's Football Talk, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and then Sophia's Football on Twitter. Thanks again for having me.
Thank you for joining. Yeah, you guys know where to find me. Instagram on coach_corner, and then Twitter. I'm not going to read that all. It's too long, and TikTok Coach
It's
Corner.
down here, people, for to those handles and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down there.
Monster
Yeah,
Buster.
down
And
here,
then,
guys.
and then yeah, I got Sophia's channel and Jordan's channel link in the title, so just click on that, goes up to them. And then of course Anthony's Instagram. If you can't remember it, just check on the title.
Yeah,
Go follow him on
it has
there.
been an honor to be on your channel.
You've killed it for your first time on.
Yes, agreed.
So yeah.
Thank you.
But that's everyone. Be up yourselves, and we'll see you in a bit.
Peace out. Glory, glory.
Peace out, guys.